When I'm falling apart. shadows that I hide, wish that I could show them. Could you bring a little light and see where I've been broken? Not looking for you to fix me, just want someone to do this with me. Tired of keeping it inside, all these words unspoken. But each night I'm on my own, I'm closer to a breakdown. Tell me, 'cause I don't know, and I'm tired of being let down. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was meant to be lonely, 'cause I'm sitting here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. Bust it
All right, welcome back to. I can hear myself. I don't like that, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But welcome back to Apex Legends. I'm here. I'm joined by my friend.
RacconGods.
And I'm Coach T. I forgot to introduce myself, I think.
Yes.
I don't remember. But we're back with, what do they call it?
The Octane Collegiate.
Octane Collegiate, and it is Stage 3, Week 1.
Yes. We've missed most of Stage 2 due to holidays and breaks and not having casters.
Yeah.
But we're back again to cast for Week 1 of Stage 3. SDM's made it pretty far, so I'm excited to see how much further they can make it.
Absolutely, especially in that Stage 1 that we actually did get to see, Mine's coming back from last year and doing just so well. And honestly, they put on a show. It wasn't perfect by any means, but I think, honestly, they have only more room for improvement.
Absolutely, I agree. We've got a lot of good players, and they've been working well together. They've been practicing together pretty regularly, to my knowledge, and that means that their team comp and team communications are only improving. So it's all good things.
Absolutely, and honestly, I have no idea what happened in Stage 2. They have not kept me up to date. I don't know if they kept you up to date at all.
They really did not.
It doesn't sound like it.
I think, especially I was out of it due to exams. I bet they were in a similar state. So
yeah.
it's pretty tricky.
Absolutely. But, like I said, I think they did pretty well in Stage 1. Stage 2, I actually have no idea. But here in Stage 3, we're in a different group and a whole new ball game, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as tonight's rosters go, we actually do have a sub out. Storm is out for tonight, so they're going to sub in Titanic Lemur?
Titanic Lemur, it looks like.
Yeah, and so they're gonna sub him in, and hopefully we'll see some awesome plays. Honestly, I had seen him played before, and honestly, he played. I think it was Gibby.
I think he did play Gibby, yeah.
And he had that huge ultimate at the end in the last circle to win them the game.
Oh, yeah.
Killing like 5 people with it.
That is a Gibby ult if I've ever heard of one. It's a very controlling ult, and in a small space, it can be devastating.
Absolutely. I just think he did such a great job. So I'm actually excited to see him back in the running again. Of course, it's Storm is probably one of the better players on the team.
Yep.
But holidays call, like we said, and I just happen to be in town, and so of course we're going to run it if we got the time.
Absolutely.
So, well, since we're here, what predictions do you have? Do you think Mines will make top 1 any of these games?
I'm hoping so. From the looks of it, when I spoke to them about their team comp for today, they said that they are picking a recon, a defender, and a support, specifically Gibby Caustic Bloodhound, which can be very useful for getting close-in information at late rings, controlling late rings, especially with Caustic's gas and ult, and then of course Gibby providing them great defense on top of Gibby's ult, which is just so devastating. So it sounds like they're planning a lot for that late ring type of play, and
Right.
if they can make it there, even with depending on how many fights they get in before that, their Evo shields can be just about anywhere, and even if they're just on blues, they should be able to devastate still.
Absolutely, and I have a lot of faith on the Seed Bob Dot player as well.
Mm-hmm.
Seed had done really well towards the end of the last stage, so honestly, I think it's possible. I think Mines could pick up at least 1 today, if not a few. And honestly, I predict a top 10 victory in most of tonight's.
I'm hoping so. I know that, again, they've been practicing a lot since Stage 1 started, and especially in Stage 1 when I last casted, they had some troublesome matches where they ran into fights early and didn't take control fast enough of the fight, or didn't push the fight fast enough to get people out and rotate as they needed to. So hopefully this time they've learned, they've got a bit better team communication, they stick together with each other, and they just run through people if they have to.
Absolutely, as a experienced battle royale player myself, taking extended fights in a battle royale is always a bad thing, no matter what it is. And like you said, the Hard Rockers definitely struggle with that a bit.
Yep.
I recall they played really, and when they win, they play pretty well. They take the fights they can get over fast, and they work fast. But there's been a few times where they just overextend a fight, and they just get caught out as a result.
Absolutely.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I think we're going to wait until the game gets started here, so we're going to take a quick break between now and then, so make sure you stay tuned for game number 1 of week 1 of stage 3. See you then.
one. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, it'll be just in the background. Someone will hear it.
Awesome.
I'll see what I can do about it right now. But okay for now.
It's all right for now. So we had an early scan with Caustic to find Ring, also getting some Evo, which is a good choice. Flatline Volt, interesting pick, but trading Flatline for Hemlock, good choice. The 3-round burst.
Welcome to Rampart Mods. All modified goodies are free to a wild and destructive home. That's you, Bozo. One per customer. Terms and conditions may apply.
Volt SMG here.
Rampart Mods. We put the bloody in bloody hell.
Extended energy mag located over here. Level 2.
Laser sight here. Level 3. Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Extended energy mag located over here. Level 3.
Extended light mag here. Level 2. Optics here. Close range.
Beware. My ultimate is ready. Another level begs another upgrade. This upgrade should streamline my experiments. Replicator there. We spotted a ring console over there.
Okay.
path to our enemy. Let us follow it.
I have a subject in view, far off. Let's go over there.
Our aim is clear. Enemies lined up there. A trail to Scotty. Let us catch them unaware.
Sniper stock here. Level 3. Medkit here.
Thank you.
We should inspect that area. We should conduct a search right here.
Gonna watch that spot.
Target spotted.
Let's check out this way. Sniper stock here. Level 2.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Optics here. Sniper.
Paper or plastic? Body bag, I mean. All right now, looking for the guns? Stay, cause someone shot you with my guns.
Optics here. Sniper. Evo harvester here. Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger. I leveled up. An upgrade would make for a compelling variable. This upgrade I have selected is a marvel. I suspect we will find something here.
Optics here. Mid-range.
I could use that. Gotta help up here. Turbocharger.
Extend. Optics here. Close range.
Optics here. Close range.
Shield battery here.
Evac tower over here.
That's mine.
Evac tower over here.
Found a 30-30 repeater here.
Gotta help up here.
I've got sniper ammo here. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Got a mobile respawn beacon here.
Backpacking. Laser sight here. Level 3. Noted an evac tower here. There's a sentinel over here. Come and get it.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 4. Standard stock here. Level 3.
Ultra.
Spotted a ring console.
Let's explore this way. Open supply bin over here.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 4.
Let's go over there.
We should conduct a search right here.
Let's explore this way.
We should probe that. Spotted a subject over there. We should probe that sector over there. Target spotted. There. Spotted a subject over there. Subject spotted here.
Target's over there. Enemy spotted. Enemy over there. Enemy spotted.
Let's check out that way.
This is an adequate spot to defend. I retract that. We should probe that sector over there. Spotted a subject.
a subject in view.
Target spotted.
Let's look over there.
energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
Backpack here. Level 2.
I could use that.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger.
Free to a good home, but only one item per customer.
Laser sight here. Level 3. Thank you.
Optics here. Sniper.
I have risen to a new level. It would serve us well to open that loot vault. Helmet here. Level 3.
I have an extended sniper mag here. Level 3. Our aim is clear. Enemies lined up, Ray. medkit here.
Phoenix kid, he gotta hop up here. Skull piercer.
I need it.
Helmet here. Level 3. Optics here. Sniper. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. We should
I need
probe
to
that
stand
sector
out
over
stock.
there.
Why is this not working? I think it might be working now. All right, we'll try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'd be confused. And, of course, right as soon as I
And the
think I might have
beeping's back.
fixed it. Oh, jeez. We'll see. I guess we'll find out.
Soon, based on chat. What? How long's the delay, you said?
5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, we'll find out if we're crazy or not.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm going insane.
I just let them know in the casting chat as well. If the mics are still off, we're doing our best.
Yeah. It's just weird because, like, I look over and it's going. The mic says it's on.
It is going full red, though. Is that?
Yeah, that means it's just too loud. But, yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking at it. It says that there's audio playing, so I don't know what possibly could go wrong.
Chat,
But,
don't
yeah.
curse at us. We're doing our best. Be nice.
Yeah. I got to ban you for saying the D word.
Yeah, it was very rude in our Christian server.
Exactly. Get out of my Christian Minecraft server.
Our Christian Apex Legends server, where we engage in tournaments to the death and fight for position and points over kills.
Ooh. They're going to
What?
hop my
Ooh.
guys here. A little bit
Dropping
awkward.
on a fight here. Are they fighting downhill from the looks of it? A team that's stuck beneath them? We kind of tuned out to fix mics, but there's always going to be scuff somewhere. Yeah, that is true, Frost. That is true.
True.
Hopefully we are back. We'll find out soon.
I suppose we will.
They've got a little bit of damage this time around, but they're making sure not to get too stuck in the fight, as they know that team will have to push up behind them. So it sounds like that team may be ulting. It sounded like a Valcolt behind them.
It is a conglomerate over there. Holy.
That is a cluster of teams right there. Everyone's kind of preparing to be stuck on this last zone, and another team having just landed nearby this building. They're going to have to be cautious when they push in here. Yep, getting into a fight already. Another team shooting at them from behind. That team that pushed through behind them from Geyser. If they have poor positioning here, they may get pincered between two teams again. Kind of split up between buildings here. They need to figure out a way into how they're going to hold this as a team and how they're going to keep this fight from being a loss for them again.
Right. You know, it's really early in the match still for them to go down.
Yeah, they don't have enough holdout power here in the ring to force the team into a Gib ult or a Caustic ult. So this may be really tricky. That other team pushing in onto them. Looks like they're going to do their best to use the Caustic tactical to their advantage. Of course, a little bit of a Bloodhound scan back and forth.
Yep, just trying to figure out. Oh my god. There's like 3 or 4 teams right there.
Yep, all fighting for positioning. And as soon as they took shots at them, teams were willing to shoot back. Ready to hold their ground, die on their hill. This will be interesting. Again, 14 squads. We are in round 2 closing. This is the most we've seen people go down before round 3. So, good to see that they're at least getting into fights, but now these two other teams that they're kind of pincered between are engaging with one another. Hopefully they can take advantage of this fight and get some damage in, hopefully leveling their evos. It's good to see purple before 4th ring, I think.
Yes,
So,
they got to make a move, get some evo flowing.
yeah, they're going to try and hold these rocks here, which may give them... They are letting this team from behind get some shots in on them. So hopefully they move quickly and get good cover soon.
They're about to run into 2 other teams, though, as well.
Yeah, I think they're hoping that these 2 teams behind them will engage with one another instead of them, and then get good positioning on... How many people is that in that building? Just 3? It just looks like 6. That's a little nerve-wracking. Deciding to take a shot at that team in the building before they rotated was a little risky, because it immediately told them, hey, we're out here. And then turning your back to them and letting them shoot at you. I don't know if I understand that choice, but... Ooh, some free damage on this team. Hopefully knocking one. Not yet, though.
I think it works.
Oh, we have audio.
We have mics. Let's go.
There we go from Frost. A little loud.
So yeah, so the issue, I believe, for some reason...
We have mics.
So the tracks actually on OBS were muted for some reason.
Awesome.
So
Good to know.
even though it said that we were speaking, the track... I had to go into the advanced audio properties to figure out that the track was set to monitor only.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, okay, that's a little strange.
Yep. Apologies, chat, for the...
It took us till game 3 to figure it out. But
mind-blowing sound there.
Oh my god, they're about to get into a massive fight here.
Absolutely. We've got 2 teams pushing up. A bang ult goes down, stunning quite a lot of people in this open field, but as this ring closes in on them, forcing them uphill into more ults... Absolutely crazy. That team went down so fast. They just got stuck out in the open. It looks like one straggler off to the side there. Are name tags highlighted right now?
They should be.
If so, then they might be nervous that there's still a team out there without knowing that that entire team has gone down. That bang ult on top of the caustic, and the gib ult clearly that went down, decimated that team.
Right, really well done there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, they think
there we go. They've realized that team is down and out, and they have a chance to steal some shields, upgrade their own. Frost, it's okay. We will not ban you for swearing at us. We appreciate you informing us about the mics. Ooh, taking advantage of this rat that kind of got stuck in the open. Several teams shooting at them, and they go down. It's an unfortunate position to be in.
Taking a nice shot there with the longbow.
Yeah.
I do gotta say, I think I like this position. Oh, he popped the caustic.
This caustic now confused where he's getting shot at from.
Yeah, but I like this position a whole lot more than last time.
Me as well, though they may be using an evac tower to reposition to get into ring. That makes sense. They don't want to run through this open field.
What if they head for that tower they were just shooting at?
I mean, they could overwhelm this caustic on the tower. That might be what they do, but they're rotating back around.
They actually opt to stay. So instead of using it to rotate, they use it to get information.
There is another tower right next to them, too, so that does make sense. They may still think there's a team here, but...
Oh, they should have seen some people going up on there.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. A lot of teams holding height. Teams using towers to rotate. This is going to be real interesting. We're getting to that part of the ring where it's just a whole lot of people in one really small area.
Yep, Hard Rockers again hitting that top 10 mark that we've been mentioning so much that nobody ever heard.
Yep.
Is the goal for this is to hit top 10 every single round. So, and they spot somebody there.
Taking advantage of a person stuck out in the open, dealing tons of damage. Come on, finish it off so that way you can get the great snipe from Nathan.
The panic just set in.
Yep, but the team is pushing down on them now. They have to...
That's a mirage.
That's a whole lot of grenades. They may not have many options here. Yep.
One of the hunt popped. And it's just Nathan left. He's just going to get there, and that's that.
Yeah, they picked on someone out in the open, and the rest of their team sweep down on them from height. But nonetheless, good plays, good rotation. They got good info using their evac tower. They did a good job keeping an eye out on those who may be coming behind them from tunnel on low, but they easily could have. I think it's hard to know because you spot a straggler, you might think, oh, we just have to get them down, but unfortunately the rest of their team was ready to back up them. So
yeah, Hard Rockers getting some last minute damage off there, but it's just far too little, far too late.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Got a little too stuck in the open, stuck on a slope. That's just going to be a killer for any game, really. But again, making it top 10, that's what matters. Dealing good damage. I don't know how many knocks they got. There were quite a few people in the open that just unfortunate, like they got stolen from them due to other teams deciding to peek in. This Caustic has been ratting for a while on top of a tower. There goes one team.
Yeah. Honestly, really well done. Fantastically executed. I have no idea what team this is.
I have no idea either, but just
Longbow.
absolutely picking on any team out in the open, taking any damage they can.
Man, this guy, he's allergic to hitting shots.
Yeah, take a couple lessons from Nathan, I think, on the longbow shots. Nathan has been hitting quite a few of those, which is always good to see.
That's, what ultimate is that?
That is Watson's ult.
ultimate?
Using it as cover is a good way of doing that. Such a wide ring, and the game finished early. That Mirage Bloodhound team cleaned up with that Caustic. That was crazy.
Yeah, really well done there.
Yeah. I think they just took advantage of all the other teams fighting each other, got their fight done pretty quickly, and happily thirded every other fight in that ring.
Absolutely, and honestly, playing the exact same strategy the Hard Rockers were looking to play anyway.
Yep.
And did a great job finding that end there and finishing first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, something to note, though, it's been 3 separate teams in first so far. So
Yes, it has. I think that would have been an amazing ending game for Hard Rockers, too, because it was in such an open field. If they had just made it there and beat that Mirage team, they totally could have kicked it. I think Knight is probably rolling right now at seeing a Mirage get first, but
yeah, definitely so. But I severely doubt he's watching.
That's true.
I hear he's with his parents, so I would rather spend time with my family too than watch some Apex Legends.
That's
but
fair.
You never know. It is Nightfall. Nightfall has a.
I think as long as no one tells Knight, we won't hear anything about some Mirage bragging for the next week.
Nobody. This is a don't tell Nightfall moment. Nobody say anything. I swear.
Milk, we're sorry.
We saw it. I made a change, and I thought it worked, and when nobody said anything about it. So
we kept our eyes on chat. We did our best.
We did.
We didn't know. There's also a massive delay to chat, so sorry.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, with me just doing operating and
casting.
It's kind of a difficult time for all of us.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna real quick click that because that might help, and scroll down. The Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden Zone.
What's that?
Oh, Forbidden Zone's a POI on Storm Point filled with prowlers.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, kind of like
Lovely here.
this map has all the little random creatures you can fight. So
Okay, I like it. No spiders.
there are spiders, but you don't
spider.
typically have to fight them. You can avoid them, hopefully.
See, we saw. I think the last time we streamed Apex, we watched a spider kill someone.
That wouldn't surprise me. Players forget they exist sometimes, and if they're a little caught up in a fight, oops, spider
Yeah.
gets a kill.
Looks like we've begun our first round of Storm Point here. I know this is definitely not Hard Rocker Esports' favorite map, so I'm kind of interested to see how this will work out. So we'll go straight into it.
Yep, Storm Point has quite a few choke points that if they take advantage of, they can get a good lead on, but we've also seen those choke points initiate fights for them that end up lasting too long. And last time I was casting, they got caught in one of those choke points, got stuck out by another team that decided to third them, and their own choke was used against them.
Absolutely. But it looks like Mines is sticking with the same exact character selection as normal.
Same team comp. It's been doing them well, and if they continue playing it like they have, they can easily make top 10.
I love this alarm. Definitely not annoying to me.
Absolutely not. Why would it be annoying to you? It's just an alarm.
We'll figure it out. But it looks like we're already into game here, so that's fantastic here.
SDM gonna land on Barometer this time around. It's a good spot, very open. A lot of people are comfortable with it due to so many mixtape maps taking place on it. And we'll have to see where they end up rotating to from Barometer. Barometer can also be close to a lot of rings because it's such a large POI that offers a lot of variability. We saw, I believe the first win for SDM took place on Barometer in a final ring.
Yes, it was
in stage 1 because they used the height variability and all the little roads here to their advantage.
And I will say that the round they won, they landed on Barometer when that wasn't their declared landing zone. They landed on another team, killed them, and took the win.
Really? Interesting.
So, but ultimately, it looks like they're calling Barometer themselves this round, so.
Yep. I mean, it's a comfortable landing zone. Once again, it's got good loot. They've got their ring scan already, so they know where they're going to be going. Looks like they're in ring, too.
Which is actually huge.
Absolutely. It gives them an early chance for fighting, and it gives them a good place to hold, especially for a team like this with a Caustic. Caustic's going to have a field day setting up.
Absolutely. One thing about the games like this is, movement is normally what gets you killed. It's the reason you get caught out, and it's the reason you get into fights that you don't like. So being in ring this early and not having to move very far is always a win.
Absolutely. We'll have to see. They're going to loot this place dry, picking up that ultimate accelerant, which we saw in a previous game, helped get that Gibby ult back quickly, which was immensely important. If Gibby hadn't gone down, they could have easily made it to top 4. Once again, flatline longbow on Nathan. Longbow being Nathan's best friend these last couple games.
Absolutely.
I think that was a skull piercer on the longbow as well, which just means more damage for headshots.
See it on the Spitfire triple take.
Yep, Spitfire. I think we saw Seed run Spitfire before. Though Spitfire might just be the light weapon placeholder for the G7. He may pick up later.
Yeah, I know Nightfall's a big fan of the Spitfire, so
yeah, Spitfire.
He's missing out on a Mirage win and a Spitfire gameplay.
Absolutely.
So, but speaking of our team, though, I believe this is not our least favorite map of the two. Definitely have a favorites towards World's Edge, so I wonder how that's going to work out here on Stormpoint.
Yep.
But this being their first win on their on this season, I think that might also help it a little bit. But I know for a fact they prefer World's Edge.
Yeah, it does give them some confidence on this map. But Stormpoint's easily the largest map out of all the available maps in the game right now, which means, as we were saying before, if movement's what gets you killed, getting stuck out in the open on this map can be devastating.
Right, it's got some massive open areas, and most of the open areas are surrounded by huge high grounds that can be fired down upon.
Yeah.
So it just makes it really difficult to mobilize on this map.
Every choke point goes through some type of hill or valley. It's just such a battle to move anywhere here. Skull Piercer getting dropped on the Hemlock longbow. Carrying a spare, that's why.
He dropped 3 of them.
That's crazy.
That's actually insane. So he's found 4 Skull Piercers. Yeah, look at this up here on the ground. Just look at how many. Yeah.
That's nuts.
That is so funny.
I mean, they're handy. Gotta have spares,
Pack rack activities, stacking all the cool stuff in one area.
Not keeping it away from others. We will have to see. Looks like they spotted another team, but they are taking advantage of height on Barometer to hold this team out. own the top there, though we may see some fighting here. If they aren't careful, that fighting could also really wear down on their supplies, getting shot at by some type of sniper. I believe that's a longbow, just based off of sound.
Yep, they're going to be scanned there. So this team knows they're up here.
But they're holding out.
I would guess it's UT White coming over from Cenote Cave. Prowler Den. Maybe even Fanshawe, but that's a little bit more of a haul for Fanshawe.
From the direction, I'd have to assume it's UT White. Holding that building down there. No good optics on Gibby's longbow. What does Nathan have on his? May we see? Nathan with a 4x8, I believe.
Yep.
He's got good optics, which is a good sign. Trying to deal some poke damage. 121, that skull piercer. Really, really cooking as it usually does. I believe longbow does 77 on a standard headshot. Waiting for more peaks, trying to take shots at this team that's also coming through the Davis crossing. So we have a team on Zavala's crossing and a team on Davis's crossing. Prepping to push in on SDM. This could be interesting if they are unlucky. We know they want to make it to top 10, and Barometer really does put them at a center of focus here. Keeping out eyes on
This is so many teams here pushing.
Hey, there's another skull piercer handy for our no optic Gibby.
Oh, there's two of them. They just stashed them in a corner.
Yeah, lots of teams pushing up here. This could get scary soon. All fighting for Barometer. Barometer is such a control point, too. This team's pushing into another, I believe, though. So if they get stuck on that bridge, they could get shot at from both SDM and the team over by the back end of Barometer to the south. Yep. Looking to hit some shots here.
You know, Nathan,
engaging
I gave
one
you so
another.
much credit there in the last game, and you do me like that. Ooh, there we go.
Some good triple take damage on Seed, though.
It's what is happening, man? It is a war zone out here.
Absolutely. So many teams pushing in on one another. Though it might be worth it to throw a grenade down, absolutely, because if that team pushes into that cover, you're just giving them free revives, free health.
Oof. What a shot there onto Big Papa.
Absolutely.
They're going to get scanned. They're going to know their location is up top here. And Hard Rockers at advantage because of it.
Keeping an eye out on all these teams, just trying to get damage off. Oof. What a good head glitch right there through that bin. Another team out in the distance. This is just a snipe game. This is absurd. All these teams pushing into Barometer, it's just such a magnet for fights.
This is just so unfortunate for Gibby because he's got no optic.
No optic, and it's not close enough range for Gibbub to be super handy. It's real tricky. We'll have to see what happens. Getting some shots off on
Two Strokes in
Zanks Nation,
which I do recognize Two Strokes from Season 1. So.
Good to see. Good to see. We love seeing some returning players.
He's going to put the caustic bubble down. Or bubble.
Yeah. Caustic gas there. Making sure that teams who decide to push low, getting some nice damage off on this rotation here. We have seen the Hard Rockers make almost that exact rotation in Stage 1 on their winning game, with a team also peering down on them. Though they waited a bit longer, they made it until a lot more teams were fighting, and they took cover on that lower ledge. They held underneath that bridge for quite a while, though it looks like there's just too many eyes on them, so that team had to rotate out.
Yeah, and the one thing to note is, they were on the Fresno Prowlers. Fresno Prowler, I think it was either Fresno or BU was holding this tower here. Yeah. And they also made it into the last ring, so it was just when they had to jump down was nice shots.
Good damage. Again, no optic, but still getting his damage in. That is a good thing.
Yep, and another thing is when you're up here, you're kind of choked out for resources, so you have to conserve what you have.
avoid getting shot while still shooting. It's a tricky one to play. Though they've been leveling their Evos steadily, even though they didn't get any Evo harvesters to my knowledge. These snipers are treating them well. Seeing if they can get any shots in on that window. Could be handy. Another 55. This Valk just standing still for Nathan.
Oof. Nathan's able to pop off some shots there.
Absolutely.
Doing very good there.
Shots out in the like taking shots on teams moving through the open can be tricky, but teams stuck in a building, sat behind a window, they can really tend to kind of sit still, deer in headlights style for you. Seed has been getting some good damage with that 30-30, though they are running low on ammo, it looks like, with the longbow. I really wonder.
It's time to conserve. You know, don't shoot if you don't need to kind of deal.
Yeah, I think this is the stage where they've just got to hold out, let these teams fight. They're 11th right now. They've just got to... Looked like Nathan was trying to... Some of the guns in this game, if you shoot the door handle on the right side, they'll swing open the doors. So Nathan might have been trying to open the door, see if he could get the team to peek out, wonder what was going on, or come up to the door to close it so he could get some shots off.
Absolutely. But... still okay on resources. You know, it's not exactly where we'd like to see us, but they're in a fighting... they have a chance at fighting.
Yep.
If a team lands on them.
Looks like quite the fight is going on over
What ultimate
there.
is that? I don't think I've ever seen that one
That
before.
is Seer's ultimate, so anyone inside of it who is stood up and moving has footprints and marks. Everyone on the Seer's team...
Nathan? Oh.
Nathan! So close on getting that damage. Getting that knock would have been... amazing.
Huge.
But
Absolutely, but it is a fight and a half right now. What is happening?
Seer ult goes down. We'll have to see how these teams hold out. It may end up with one team on top, one team lower, just fighting for position here. Who's going to end up owning this building by the end of this battle is really up to anyone. They've really just gotten ring after ring on this barometer tower.
Somebody's pushed below them, actually.
Yes, they have. Nathan probably recognized that due to his canisters going down, placing a couple in entryways so that way he can deal damage. If you come up on one of these zips and start getting injured, most people tend to drop back down, and I think that's what Nathan is hoping to happen. Trying to get some shots off on the team pushing up. Real tricky to get those vertical moving shots. Though Valk did give people quite a bit of training in that front. Pushing in onto this bridge, pushing towards this other team to the south here, or the east, my bad.
Yep. Honestly, for the team below them, what my thoughts are is, you know what, pushing the people up above us is a bad idea because they have an advantage. Why not just wait until we're the last two and deal with it then?
Yep.
And so I think that's what they're going to do because, you know, minimalizing loss, at the very least, if you're second, I mean, you have nothing left to lose but go upward. But if you can get that second, it's way better than pushing down and getting ninth.
Yep. Once again, I mean, Seed's got a ton of triple take ammo with 106, I believe I saw. And it looks like our Gib Titan is running low on Longbow Sniper. This other team getting pushed out to the bridge by the zone. Once again, in a very similar position that we saw SDM in a couple back in Stage 1. We'll have to see if this game mimics that one. Really interested in seeing how this ends.
Absolutely.
Taking advantage of people getting stuck out in the open, but not getting as many shots off as they might like. Oh, that was an unfortunate no-reg. I heard it and saw it, and I understand what it feels like when you hear that shield hit and just no damage go through. Titan getting a little caught into zone, probably a little focused on getting some shots off. Seeing if he can hit any of these teams out in the open. Unfortunate. Probably going to take the time to heal. No team below them. They've rotated out of lower barometer. Ooh, no they have not. Oh, just unfortunate. Could not get that team to be stuck out in the open. Are they going to choose to push down? Why did they use that Bloodhound ult?
20 seconds. I am curious. I mean, they could see the footsteps, but it's not like they didn't know. Maybe it was a fat finger.
Very likely could have been a fat finger. It's unfortunate. Sometimes you just can't cancel your ult once you use it. They are looking to rotate into ring. They're noticing which people are where, who might be pushing behind them to third them if they get into this fight.
I will say Blood of the Hunt does return rather quickly, so I mean,
It does.
with
So
Seed's shots, it should return even faster.
this sounds like there might be someone pushing up on them. I heard a zip, so
It
they'll
doesn't
have
seem
to
like
be
they're
wary.
aware.
Nope, it looks like someone started to go up the zip, they heard it, and they immediately got eyes on them. This team fighting for any type of positioning they can.
Yep.
Immediately getting some
Nice
shots off on
headshot.
Seed, yeah.
And this was the team that was previously below them
Yep.
with 2 strokes there. Nathan taking shots here.
4 seconds to start getting into ring. They need to choose how they're going to rotate, and quickly. It may be best to go down this zip and throw their gas onto this team here.
He went with particle diffuser this time, I think.
Yep, that's going to give him a larger radius of gas, I believe. So they may be using it to push down onto this team. Oh no, they're placing an evac tower, and they're going to jump onto it from the ledge here. Interesting choice. We'll have to see where they decide to land out on.
Ooh, this
Dropping
is-
onto this building if they can hold the inside quickly. But they couldn't because of that gas canister that was out there. Gib Bub protecting them.
Yeah, they're getting pushed on. They're in a bad spot here.
Unfortunately, tried to use a thermite there, and SDM gets out. They were just caught out in the open on top of a roof there. Still top 10 positioning. That's good to see. It's just so unfortunate. And this team's currently owning the roof. Those caustic gas canisters blocking doors really prevented SDM from getting inside the roof here for better cover.
Absolutely. And a Nemesis, actually, that's kind of a rare gun to see, especially this late.
It is, but if you can control the burst and you can keep the fire rate high, it's going to be worthwhile for you. After the recent nerfs to SMGs, it's interesting to see someone using a car, using teammate shields to output damage. That is a lifeline, I believe. If they one-tap, they could res them, but they don't want to risk it. Yup. Because as soon as they one-tap them, their shield goes down and they just become
Useless.
bullet sponges. Nonetheless, they held out to the best of their ability there and held good height, so...
Yeah, 3 squads remain.
Yup. Looks like this team has lost their ownership of the roof. Oh, no, they haven't. Okay, I thought that was a separate team up there. Bangalore looking to get Ultimate Accelerant back. Disruptor rounds on that alternator can be a real pain to deal with.
Yep. Bob, the evil Canadian.
I agree, Milk, saying, get this man a scope for our poor Givy Titan who was just stuck without one for so long there. But still getting good damage.
I don't know what the black market is, but they are accessing it.
So, black market, if you can see on the map right now, this blue circle,
Yeah,
everything within that circle they have access to grab, but they can only grab 2 items.
really.
So, what that means is, in the ending rings, they can steal heals off of death boxes, steal shield swaps, anything they need to prepare for fighting. This is a good spot to throw a caustic gas ult. Good to see it. It pushes this team out into the open, likely getting fought by this other team who has eyes on them, using a Bangalore smoke to rotate to better positioning. Preparing to fight this other team that's just stood out in the open for them. Flatline doing devastating damage as always. Caustic stuck in that little lower corner there. Might have to rotate through the gas here, take some more damage. They're wary now. They know they're there, and they're going to take their shots. Yep. This is becoming a war of attrition, though. No one's down there. It would be best to see a Bangalore ult go out as soon as this ring gets tighter. They are closest to the center of ring, so they've got ownership of anyone who decides to try and push them from that side. They know someone's down there, they just don't know where, and unfortunately they're hiding down in the corner, somehow not spotted by the other team up on height. I would not be surprised to see this get pulled out as a dub for this team here. I don't know who this is, to be honest.
I don't know, but it's Bob the Evil Canadian. That's all I care about.
Yep, Bob the Evil Canadian's back.
69420, hashtag YOLO.
Yep.
What a name.
Fantastic name. They're really looking for these people that they know are hiding right now. There they are. They've been exposed. They got caught out by Ring. Disruptor rounds doing damage. Ooh. Lots of nades go out.
Yeah, these guys are in a really good position here. They do know where both teams are.
Yep, there goes that bang ult. And a bang ult in return. They're trying to find corners so they can hide in and not take damage.
Ooh.
Other team gets knocked. One of them at least does. This is absolutely crazy. Taking advantage of them getting stuck in the open. Big damage, but that Horizon ult could be a problem if they get stuck. Quickly destroying it. Taking advantage of these teams just absolutely low ground, stuck in the open. They don't know what to do. Only thing they can do is hope. One last person remains.
Yeah, and runs out of ammunition, but they get it.
They get it.
Team 12 making it happen here.
Absolutely. I think, again, this is an entirely new team getting first.
Yeah, I don't think these guys have won yet.
No.
I definitely would have remembered Bob's name for sure.
That's fair. Bob the Evil Canadian.
But yeah, really well done from both the teams, and Hard Rockers placing in top 5. It looked like another 6th place.
I think it was top 10 again. I don't remember what placement though. Just unfortunately again caught out in the open. It's so tricky. Barometer provides so much cover right up until the end when you need it most.
Yeah. So mine's doing pretty well though, holding the high ground. It's just unfortunate that Gibby didn't have his scope. So
yeah.
But I don't know if that would have saved them any. They just were forced to push into a really bad fight, and that's really what ended them.
Yeah, they got unfortunately stuck on top of that roof that someone else already took ownership of, and they didn't have any good cover there. Nonetheless, they did a good job. They rotated well. I liked seeing the evac tower play that was placed on low so they could jump halfway up it without getting shot too much.
Right.
Either way, it was good to see. It was good to see. They played well.
They made a decision, and it was a good decision, but it just didn't end up working out, which is unfortunate for them. But again, mine's sitting at that top 10 spot like we like to see, so that's really good.
Absolutely.
And, we hope to see more here on Stormpoint as we have our second match with Stormpoint coming up. So make sure you stay tuned, as we're going to take a quick break before then. See you there.
Alrighty. Welcome back, folks, to Game 5, I believe, of Stage 3, Week 1 in the Octane Collegiate. It looks like SDM has picked up some interesting guns this time around. Not as many snipers. We got an R3 and a PK. R3 getting good long range to mid-range. A Sentinel and an R3 on Nathan. This time they're venturing out a bit more before they decide to hold that tower from the looks of it.
Right, being a little bit more careful, picking up some more materials and rather than running drive really early there.
Yep, and once again scanning ring. This is going to give them second ring as first ring's already dropped. It doesn't look like Barometer is really in first ring as it was last time, so it might give them the opportunity to position a bit better.
And
because fighting, like, getting caught in the open's bad, but getting to a position and fighting for that position's great. So
absolutely. It looks like Gibby is starting off with the Havoc and a Sentinel.
Looks like we might have a 2 Sentinel team here. Once again, Gibby and Nathan last time both running longbow, so another dual Sentinel. Same guns, hopefully similar damage, and it looks like Nathan does have optics. Here's hoping that Gibby does this time as well. Gibby getting a little unlucky and having no optics on that longbow last time.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, but... You know,
and Seed running Sentinels. Sorry, I just noticed that.
So 3 Sentinels.
3 Sentinels, 2 R3s, and a PK, I think, is what we're running right now. We're expecting a snipe-heavy game.
Which is weird because I'm looking at the ring and it doesn't look like this tower is inside of it.
That's fair, but again, Stormpoint's such an open map that with the right positioning, anywhere's a sniping zone.
That's fair. You just gotta hope you don't get caught in another one of those fights again.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if I had to compare this map to my favorite map, Stormpoint personally is low on my rankings, but my favorite is Olympus. Both of them share the similar quality, though, of being very open at times. You have big open valleys. The difference being that, Olympus is setting, in my opinion, tops. It's just the best. I think it's the best use of a sci-fi setting ever. At the same time, it's tighter. It gives you more POIs, it gives you more cover, whereas Stormpoint, if you are unlucky, you're out.
Right.
So they both make good sniping games, but at the same time, one is rough with you and the other one at least gives you a chance. So we'll have to see what happens here, and if they can find a good position here soon. Once again, picking the White Raven to get that ult back faster, which was unfortunately not used too much last time, just due to being stuck in the same spot. White Ravens tend to spawn out a ways, and if they're not leaving the Barometer Tower, then they're not getting their White Ravens.
Right. So it's just unfortunate, but, you know, they still did pretty well from the top of that tower.
They really did. They put out a lot of damage. Havoc Sentinel... R3, Sentinel, I think, is the loadout right now, and that is very entertaining to me. RE45, that's a good pickup. We have seen Storm shred with the RE45 in the past.
It is a great gun.
It is. It can one-clip like no other, in my opinion. It's like an SMG that they kind of forgot to nerf this last season change.
Yeah, right.
Has crazy damage output and is a fast firing weapon. So it's a good mix with a slower fire like a Sentinel. It's real interesting to see how these loadouts are starting to shape out here. Looking for another team. Is another team out there? Looks like it. They might be hearing gunfire from that direction. With no one behind them, this could be a good push to get some damage and get some into ring. Heading towards that forbidden zone. Choosing not to take the cannon as to avoid making too much noise.
A wise choice, being able to, you know, move in silence. You know, it really prevents anything bad from happening.
Yeah.
Ooh, they located one team here.
Oh, they have from the looks of it. Trying not to let the team be aware that they've seen them.
And it's the same team that was below them. They got see 2 strokes up there.
Looks like they've been spotted, though. 88 on the one in the survival dome from the looks of it.
They're
another clean shot. Charged sentinels do crazy damage if you can land your shots, especially with blues.
Nathan taking a bit of damage there.
Yeah, but Nathan holding his own. Unfortunately, a grenade comes down, knocking him into the open and knocking him entirely. That's unfortunate. The team got split up a little too early, and a caustic ult getting thrown on him. That is just ruthless of them.
Ooh, Seed pops Blood of the Hunt here.
Yep. Trying to... Wants to get to that caustic to help. Dealing as much damage as he can, using his speed boost to make himself hard to hit. That is a Devo right there, and that can be a devastating gun.
He's able to stay in cover, though. Plays it really well. He's just surrounded.
It very well.
Where is Titan in all this?
Titan's a little ways back, using the sniper advantage he can. 60 on 1. It'd be nice to see him push up a little bit faster. It's good to see their lifeline down, because that means that they're not going to have their one-tap reses, but an early out for SDM. They got caught out by this team. That's so unfortunate to see.
Right on, and Two Strokes comes back to life.
Yep, it was a good fight there, but unfortunate positioning as they were down the hill and a little too split up. That grenade was just... I have to admit, it was a very well-thrown grenade, but that feeling of getting hit and launched out into the open, all you can feel is just sadness in your heart.
Yeah, really well-thrown grenade, and honestly, Nathan, I don't know if he saw it or not, but it definitely, if I would have seen it, it would have been a scent of doom.
Yeah, especially I think he was in the middle of a bat when it landed next to him, and with the reduced speed of healing and also being a caustic, which is already kind of chunky and slow, you're just kind of like, well, I'm done.
Right. So, he's ultimately just going to get taken down there, but...
this is the first not top 10 we have seen for SDM, I believe.
Yeah, so a rough start, or, well, rough fifth game.
Rough fifth game. Rough start to the fifth game, but not so bad for this team having damage on them now and getting ready to move into the Forbidden Zone here.
And it looks like this team is just going to sit tight here, just kind of wait. No reason to push, really. Just kind of hanging out and see what happens, looking for the next zone.
Yeah.
He called in a supply drop, it seems.
Yep, getting Evo, bringing their shields up to red, purple, and blue. It's quite the spread, but still advantageous for any team.
Right.
Looking to call in another one from looks of it.
Yeah, picking up that ultimate accelerant, trying to just get as many of these down as possible. Possibly looking to get a red shield out really early.
May I pick up this call real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. It looks like it's just me for the time being. Not much is happening right now. Just kind of sitting put here. This team, they do spot one in the distance. Using some repositioning tools here. And we're going to move in on him. And another supply crate. Wingman going to come down as well. Wow. That is crazy to me. And they're already looking at another supply crate, which is insane.
Energy ammo here.
Some real boring gameplay. Let's see if I can switch to someone else for the time. Wow, they're all gone. There we go. Here's someone. Let's take a look here. What's going on here? And like, this is going to be way more interesting already. So far, again, just kind of sitting and waiting. A lot of battle royales are just like this. Leveling up EO to purple there for Horizon. Gonna drop the Horizon ultimate here. See what they can make. Doesn't quite look like they get the arc star down. However, it's gonna be Caustic's gonna drop his drum. Lots of damage there. Caustic's gonna go down, and they're able to clean this team clear, free of really any losses. Bloodhound still looking. Did pop the Beast in the Hunt. So, but ultimately it's Horizon that takes down all three. Let's go back to Team 14 here. See what they're up to. They're on the move now. Seems like they're coming to the fight a little bit late. Same fight we just watched. We're now in the top 10 of this round. They're still just holding. They're in a half decent spot, but they're all pretty spread apart. Nice scan. We'll locate those on top of that roof, and he'll report back. Now I see 3 supply drops. CCE now on the move. Horizon going to take shots here. Arc Star going to be thrown. Multiple. Does hit some. 2 strokes all the way up there. Ooh, the door locked, didn't it? Oh. You're fine. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you missed this Horizon 1v3 like an entire team.
What? That's crazy. Unsurprising for a typical Horizon, average Horizon player.
Yeah, this Horizon seems to be pretty good decent.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is insane. Yeah.
Nope. As I spoke too soon. And these guys are still in the same spot. They have not moved at all.
That's crazy. This team might come up behind them, though, and ruin them if they aren't careful.
Yeah, supply count, or supply drop count, that's number 5 right there.
What? I mean...
They just keep...
Yeah, you can, like, live off of these things, but that's crazy.
They're literally just sitting around here calling them. It's hilarious.
Dropping everything they get. They're just making a little resource pile here. That's insane. I love it. Love to see it.
It's hilarious. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they are. Oh my god. I mean, why move if you've got everything you could ever want right here? Oh, if they aren't careful, that caustic may go down though.
Finally getting some action here.
And that other team that just pushed that Horizon has now fully healed and is ready to push down on them. They didn't know where, and now they're on them. If they aren't careful. Yep, Seer's going to push in quickly. They've got to work together for this. Ooh, wingmen can be nasty.
Scanning.
Getting eyes on them with that scan's good. Blocking off doorways with those ults. This team has no other way to push in than through caustic gas and grenade fire. That is absurd right there. This lifeline keeping them out with their wingmen. Throw another caustic ult down, or caustic tactical, sorry.
They're actually using like the supply crates as cover, which is
Yeah.
actually funny.
Oh, but now this team's going to get stuck out, caught up on this other team who's going to be shooting in front of them. Getting a down. That was clean.
That was nasty.
Caught in this Bangalore ult. Looks like there's someone shooting behind him, though.
Put down the life. Oh, another nice shot there.
Another nice shot.
They
Healing
draw-
up on this right now. Shielding. Shots getting caught on the teammate, though. Broken. Oh, so unfortunate to see that team go down. They played that very well, though, and had some very clean shots.
And now it's a 3v3.
3v3 with one person down. They might be able to get some shots in on this Bangalore if she sits still too long. They're pushing in on it. That Revenant is being aggressive in his ult, as he should be.
I didn't even know that there was a Revenant picked.
I did not either. That's new info to me. But playing around these boxes, just not playing well enough.
Yeah, it's not looking good
Sitting
for Bob's
in
team.
that ult, though.
Yeah, but they buy one
Ooh.
back. Ugh,
Yep.
A different one again.
Yep. That Revenant ult, every time you get that knock, get that kill. Staring into the sun slowly. You get that shield back. What? Oh, I thought that was going to keep going for a moment. I thought they were just going to keep rotating backwards.
And it's a Revenant that wins this round.
Yeah. Well, with a conduit to constantly replace your shields and a Bloodhound, I mean, you've got info, you've got your support, and you've got your aggression right there. Good to see. That was crazy plays at the end there. Super tight game.
Yeah. It was definitely an interesting one.
Yep.
Being that team 14 was just kind of hanging out for
Just
most
hanging
of
out, placing lifeline ults. I mean, just having a good time, you know?
So many supply drops.
So many supply drops. They're super handy, though, so...
Hey, you know what? That's an interesting way to play, and that's something new that I haven't seen before, so I'm excited.
It's not my first time seeing it, but I haven't seen something like that in a while, so...
So, a little bit of an old one. But, again, I think a completely unique team winning again.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, so...
Here, wait,
Hey.
do you want to go to match summary real quick? Let's see.
Let's see.
So, okay. Match 1, we had
Team 12.
Team 12. Match
2 doesn't
2,
want to show.
Team 17, Team 7, Team
Team
12
12,
again.
Team
Okay, so
6.
Team 12's the only one who's won twice. Match 2 got canceled, remember?
Oh, right.
So
I
that's
see.
why I didn't show. So Team 12 is the only one who's gotten first place twice.
I see.
Very interesting indeed.
I love this thing.
I
Oh, and
can
I
tell.
just pushed it in front of our camera.
That's been happening every time you've done this.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to do it off camera because of that, but I'll push it to match. Why not?
Push it to the match now. Let's.
After the fact that I've put the monitor in front of the camera.
That's all right.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But ultimately, it looks like Mines is going to stick with the exact same combo they've been working with, so nothing new here.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy either from any other team, so...
Yeah, it's interesting to see the duo teams loading up. I didn't know duos were going to be allowed. I thought you had to have full teams of 3, but still good to see that we've got players. Once again, Barometer, of course. It's a good landing zone. I'm expecting to see them spread out more again.
If I had $1, this
Yeah.
stream would be fully funded.
Yeah, picking up everything and anything they can from Barometer, spreading out, getting comfortable.
Right at the
Typical
gate.
start.
A devotion.
Devo PK. I'm expecting that Devo to be traded out pretty soon unless they find a turbocharger. Devo can be a devastating gun, but its spin-up time is just so long.
Which is fair.
Devo
L-Star.
for the L-Star, even more interesting in my opinion. I can see where the L-Star is liked, but more often than not, I'm not a fan of it. PK may be a good choice. They keep finding themselves in these closer range battles, so...
Alternator Sentinel for Titan.
Yep, we see another Sentinel pick, another Sniper, looking to get that damage from a distance. Another Sentinel, so we might see that L-Star get changed out. Alternator, though, we have seen Cook recently, especially if you get those Disruptor rounds on it. It is devastating to other players. And what's our last person got? What's Nathan got? Let's see. Nathan, Hemlock R3. We see the Hemlock make a return from the first 3 games. R3, of course, did serve him well last game, but Hemlock R3 getting traded out for the 30-30. So, Hemlock 30-30 choice, that's not too bad, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, again, very similar loadouts for everyone here today.
Yeah.
Oh, again, the All-Star, I think it's still, it's not, trade out for the G7 and Hemlock.
There it is. We see the G7 come back once again. This time, choosing G7 over a triple take or a different type of sniper. Same perks as usual, I believe. Once you get comfortable with your set of perks, there might not be much reason to change it up, though. I feel like I could see use in the other perks as well. So it's interesting to see. I don't know if they've experimented with this in the past during scrims and just found what they're comfortable with, what their team works best with, or if they are just sticking with what they've got because they themselves find it their most comfortable.
I'm not sure either, but I guess we're going to have to find out.
Yeah.
They've been playing really well today, though, whatever it is, what changes they made.
Yep. We'd like to see another top 10. That would be the best outcome here. I don't know if we've scanned for ring yet, though. We can't see first ring. It's officially up, but I don't believe Caustic has scanned for that second ring. Some more Evo points, but there's the scan I was talking about. Yep. So, second ring is not visible on the map right now, which means it may be a ways out, and they may have to rotate here soon.
Right?
First of all, making sure that they've got all of the ammo they could possibly need. Hopefully, at least.
You never know.
Yeah. Seeing them pass up Phoenix kits. They're handy. I know they take a while to pop, but unless you've already got one, it might be good to pick up another. I can't tell what they've got in their inventory, unfortunately. So
Right, there's no spectator
for inventory, which is so sad.
We'll see. That was a lot of shield cells.
Yep. I mean, Titan might be interested with his Sentinel again.
And it just seems like they've been they stuck with the same team comp this entire round. So
that sometimes gets you the most reliable results. That may be your best option.
Right.
Revive kit instead of a evac tower. I believe one of them has an evac tower. I saw it, I think. I keep seeing people pick up the revive, but I haven't seen it get used yet. I know it's trickier in comp, but I'm just wondering, do they place it for cover? I believe they do.
It's possible. I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see how they use it in this end game here.
That is something I do wish they would do with those types of drops. Like if you were stood underneath it, that it does damage. That would be really funny to see someone trap someone else and then suddenly a respawn beacon gets dropped on them.
Like the old-fashioned Titanfall Titan kills.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be real funny.
Oh god, that would be funny.
I am interested by the flying prowler scan there, or the flyer scanning that for Bloodhound just to like scare it away maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? No teams spotted by them yet. Have they? Is there anyone nearby?
Oh right, I have buttons to press.
No. Okay, a couple people in Forbidden Zone it looks like. Ooh, through this choke could be scary. So they know where that team scanned from. Good crouch spamming on Caustic.
Absolutely.
A real tactical play right there.
Absolutely necessary.
Absolutely. I think UT White is still in their starting zone.
Maybe Mines is looking to capitalize on that.
Maybe.
Guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. Keeping their guard up for SC Blue and FSU. Two opponents that in the past have made advantage of rotating and kind of gotten the drop on them or done quite a bit of damage. Running into UT White from the looks of it. We'll have to see how this fight goes. We've spoken about this before, but they've got to end this fight quick. That's their best chance. I think that Horizon ult just barely goes over them, but it does pull everyone in, and they've got to find new cover quickly.
Really good use there of the Gibby shield. We'll buy on time for pulling shields. And
it'll
draw
going down.
Yeah, and another thing is it draws attention away from Nathan. But fortunately, he draws attention to himself.
Yep. We'll have to see if he can get this shield off before he gets shot. Looking a little scary here. Gib goes down. I think there's two teams here, actually.
Yeah, this is a little bit awkward here as Seed is going to be forced to run away.
Yep, Seed.
But it won't make it out in time.
We've had two non-top 10 finishes, and... we've had two top 10 finishes here. Four top 10 finishes, two non-top 10 finishes. It's unfortunate to see, but Stormpoint is not a liked map for SDM. Fortunately, the Hard Rockers are not a fan.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate, but I mean, they're not a big fan of Stormpoint to begin with, and it definitely showed in these last two matches.
Absolutely.
So we'll see where we're ending up here. Team 14, the second place finisher, or third place finisher last round is already out.
Mm-hmm.
So, Team 20 looking to make something happen here.
Yep, we'll have to see what happens with Team 12 as well, because they are a force to be reckoned with right now. If they aren't out currently, they run the chance of getting 3 wins, which, I mean, points-wise, that's such a massive advantage.
Team 12 is out.
Really? Okay.
At least I cannot spectate them.
I don't know how you spectate anyone beyond 9, to be honest.
The F keys.
F keys. Interesting.
Yeah, so you got 10 keys for the first 10, and then these are the other 10.
Gotcha. Well, if we can't spectate them, looks like they've won their 2 games, and we'll have to see who claims either a second win or a first-time win in this final battle.
You're right. I'm going to see if I can't get the scoreboard.
Yes, I would love to see that right about now. I like the reworking of the replicators recently, making them one-time use for each team member, so that way no one can sit here and farm heals. Means the game's more aggressive, means people are rotating through to use them and only grab what they need. But it doesn't close it off from other teams getting a chance to use it as well. The roofs of these little huts are such a common place for people to sit and use to their advantage.
Bless me.
Yeah,
Jeez. But, yeah, no. It is sad to see the Hard Rockers out this early after such great performances on World's Edge.
I mean, again, I can't blame them. Stormpoint is, in my opinion, at least mine, I don't like Stormpoint as much.
Twitch drops enabled. That's funny. Yeah, that's actually really funny.
That's fantastic. Stormpoint is not exactly my favorite either. I know some of the more professional comps enjoy it, but I'm not a big fan of the map. I think Olympus and World's Edge are just better. I'm missing King's Canyon.
Where does the hate for Olympus come from? I know that's like a big controversial map. Where anytime it's in rotation, nobody ever plays it.
I love it. I play it all the time. If it's in rotation, I play it so much. I think some people are just not used to more unnatural maps. It's made to feel unnatural. It's made to be sci-fi, so it has a lot of angular points. It's got big flat opens, but it's also tighter too. I think it encourages good fighting. I think it encourages teams to actually engage one another and travel from POI to POI. But unfortunately, some people just dislike it. I can't exactly place my finger on why.
Back on the Nemesis here.
Yeah, Prowler Nemesis. Prowler's powerful. Both of these are bursts. Getting the drop after flanking behind him, this Horizon is not letting up any pressure. Might drop down here, use their own Rampart shields to their advantage. Going down, but dealing tons of damage on the way out. Seer goes down. It looks like the whole team's out. Caustic becoming a kill leader with 5 kills, 1 assist, and 400 damage. That is clean, and that is some good third partying. Rotating well, prepping for their next fight. They better expect this next team that's coming up behind them, though. So, this team might push them if they're not in a fight on their own. Looks like they might be stuck in ring, though.
Especially with Horizon this low, it'd be a good time to push, but...
I don't think they know. I think they're more focused on getting into ring. It looks like a duo team. So, interesting camera movement from the Horizon there.
We don't ask questions.
Yeah.
They don't pay me enough to do that.
Real interesting to see. I can't remember what this POI is called, but it's a big like monster corpse. It is a cool POI. I can admit that. I've had a couple games. I played a game with I believe Storm once that ended on top of this thing, and yeah, it ended on top of this thing, and we were fighting down one of the legs, and it was a very entertaining game. This game can... Downed Beast can lead to some... Since it's such interesting terrain, can lead to some interesting fights. They found this duo. They may push them.
Yeah, and it looks like Gunsec is the one that's ahead of schedule here, looking at it.
Yep, taking advantage of this team passing through the open, dealing tons of damage, cracking both? No, just one.
And his teammates there to round it out. They knock one, and it just seems kind of over from here.
Yep, lifeline res, which means he's going to go down anyway. Because they just caught up. They did not let them have the space they needed. Likely getting shot from top rope here. Caustic res. So glad that it's Seer Tactical no longer.
Ooh, they're going to get pushed in on here.
Yep.
Horizon all going to be dropped inside here, and that's
disgusting
huge.
Horizon damage with the Prowler. Hoping to get another one, hopefully. But their team goes down. They're out. They need to not be caught in the open. They need to shield, and they need to get out of here.
Not able to pop that kid, I don't think.
No, they did pop it. Yup. Getting another down, sweeping in on their teammate. But their third might get them. Another Horizon. Oof. Horizon v. Horizon. That was crazy. Good plays from that Horizon there, though.
Yeah, good plays from both Horizons. But
very aggressive players, clearly, but that is how Horizons are.
Who is this?
I don't know. Mikey. No, I can't read the other names.
I'm saying, like, what are your, like, what?
Oh, the person?
Yeah.
That's Seer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's the one that, kind of like Bloodhound, instead of doing a big radiating detection, does a singular cylinder. And if you're in it, you can get real caught. So, sounds like they have a blood charging in on them.
Catalyst going to drop Catalyst things and do what Catalyst does.
Catalyst was going to block that door, but the Horizon pushed out, and they didn't want to lock their own Horizon out of the building. Taking the time to set up their ult, it discourages them from entering, but the team didn't care. They knew they were just facing one person that was trapped in a hole. Real unfortunate. This building may end up being a mass grave, though, over time, where if teams sit on it for too long, other teams may push in, and sooner than later, you just end up with a whole pile of bodies.
Absolutely. It seems we've come across our Revenant.
There's a Revenant from the last game, right? That one?
Yep.
So, Revenant's really good at being aggressive. Revenant's kind of their this team's stand-in Horizon.
It seems that he's got a bow check, too.
Yep. If he can recharge his ult, he will be a force to be reckoned with in this final ring, especially with a Volt bow check.
I don't know what's happening in the distance, but that is a lot of explosions.
Yep. That sounded like a Bangalore ult, if I had to guess, because of the rhythmic explosions due to that zigzag that the ult has.
4 squads remain.
4 squads in such a small zone. This could be a crazy endgame. I don't believe this team is going to have the firepower unless it looks like they have a Watson on one of those teams. I'm going to assume another one of those teams has a Caustic, and one of them is a Rat. It's the other SE that the team didn't manage to get knocked out. We'll have to see what happens here.
Revenant still hasn't fired off any shield kits yet. He's just pretty low. Oh, never mind.
There we go.
I swear to God, it lies to me.
Nope. There we go. Shield batting up now. This is going to be so tricky for this team. They don't have any big AoE, and they don't really have any way of doing any mass damage to others except for boosting each other with their shields. They might just try and get rid of that Watson ult. That's a good choice, good place to start. Because if that Watson ult disappears, if there's a Caustic up above, they will drop their ult on that Watson team so fast. There will be nothing to eat that ult, so might as well throw it. They're trying to find their positioning, and they keep coming back to this building, not really knowing where to go. Again, another team holding height on them. This could be real tricky, real tricky.
Yeah, 4 squads remain. And
Quite a few
one of them
grenades.
is a Rat.
Yes. I wonder how that Rat is doing right about now. Still hiding. Still hasn't been spotted. Some good bow check damage. Scaring that team away from peeking off the top. Downing one. Maybe getting the kill. Oh, looking to evac tower on top of them and get this height. This Rat still hiding in the back. Looks like their teammate might find them, though. Teammate's right on top of this Rat and doesn't even know it, and since their team isn't with them, this could be hard. That Conduit ult could go crazy, though I believe the Watson ult will eat the AoE effect.
He doesn't see the Rat.
They still don't see
Oh,
the
they're
Rat.
low.
Crazy damage. That is a good push right there, but they had to reload. Team works together to get in on this. Rev kill. It's just 2 teams, and it's just
They
this Rat.
spotted the Rat.
Now it's just a game of chase. As expected, the Rat goes down, but earns that team 2nd place. That is what patience is right there. Absolutely crazy gameplay. The Rev team once again winning, earning themselves 2 wins alongside Team 12. I believe this is what, Team 7?
Yes.
Or I can't remember.
This is either Team 7 or Team 12 again, because I thought this might be Team 12.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out here rather shortly when we get ourselves a scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think he gave me a scoreboard. Here we go.
That's what we like to see.
All right. So this is, I'm assuming this is before we are this person.
Yep. Okay, so go ahead to match summary real quick. Let's see who won that last game.
Team
6, which also won match 6, right? Yeah,
Yep.
it's 2nd place, so that may push them into 1st.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that works, but
They got quite a few kills right at the end there too, which really helped them.
yeah.
Doing well in the first couple games, but unfortunately, just kind of tuning down from there.
Yeah, falling off towards the end of this match, which is really unfortunate.
Fatigue and uncomfortability with the map may have really led to that, but nonetheless, SDM doing their best.
And hopefully we get some results here rather quickly. I think that, yep, there we are. And Team 6 just not enough.
Wow, Team 6
3
so
points.
close, 3 points behind. What's that, 1 kill, I think? Would have just set them over the edge. Unfortunate, but really picking it up. First game going out 16th, ending in 1st twice, and then SDM almost being the inverse of that, starting high, ending low.
Yeah. But no, it just looks like these first 2 games really cost Team 6 a lot of points. And where Team 12 constantly placed in the top 10.
Yep, they were consistent with it. I think that's the big thing that matters is consistency in kills.
Right?
It's unfortunate, but good to
Mine's
see.
going to be finishing 12th, it looks like.
Just outside of the top 10 on the overall, but
It's not awful. Not awful.
not awful. They had a sub. They were playing a map that they don't really like, but either way, they had good team comp. They worked well together. If they were just a bit more patient, they could have won more of those games, I think.
Sweet. Well, any final statements here before we go into our normal end stream riffraff?
I don't believe I have any. I'm excited to see improvements in the following weeks as STM continues to learn from these experiences and continues building.
Absolutely. I think, there's nothing but SDSMT can look up to the next weeks. They've been performing out of their minds, since the beginning. Yep. So they've been doing really well, and I can't wait till they're back to full strength.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, a 12th place finish can really do a lot, and honestly, they played really well, and just a couple unfortunate games at the end there really ultimately killed them.
Yep. But
without any further ado, just like our normal stuff, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. It was pretty fun to watch, and I think we had a lot of fun today. Thank you for helping us with the mics. I know we were kind of silent for a little under half the stream, so thank you for that. But as usual, I'd like to shout out our sponsors: Blue Peak, Live Hospitality, Omnitech, Link Tech, Lenovo, Intel, and Under Armour. Again, these guys do a lot for us here, and you wouldn't be able to see these games without them. So with that, another special shout out to Live Hospitality and Blue Peak, which Live is our largest sponsor and Blue Peak is our oldest sponsor here on the channel. Those guys do a lot for us, and honestly, make sure to check them out at mybluepeak.com and livehotelgroup.com. So they're great, and if you need anything from them, absolutely check them out and see what you can do. With that, I'd also like you guys to follow us on social media. We do have a lot of social medias, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So make sure to check us out there. You can see a lot of up close and personal things with the athletes and everyone. You get to see some fun videos that our coordinator posts on there. So I think it's worth checking out. You get to keep up with scores if you missed the stream. And if you want to watch the stream, we do upload full VODs to YouTube. So make sure to follow us on there. We'll get an next place on socials as soon as I'm done doing what I'm doing here. But again, never forget to follow and subscribe to our Twitch channel here. I've mentioned it before. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 times more. Every little bit does help for everything we do here. So it helps pay the bills. It helps keep the lights on. So that's what we care about, and we really appreciate those of you that do subscribe to us and keep up with us. So I think that's everything I got. Unless you got any final words, I think we'll send it away.
I don't believe I do.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Coach T.
And my name's RacconGod.
And we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you.